The last section in exercise 1C of the Year 11 Mathematics Advanced Cambridge textbook is factorising by grouping. Now, we've done taking the highest common factor out. We've done difference of two squares, a take b, a plus b. We've done monic quadratics, see what multiplies to give this, that also adds to give this. We've done non-monic quadratics, which is where you panic a little bit, cry, and then go to it. Now we're doing factorising by grouping. Here you're going to have 4 or more terms, and you're going to be doing anything you can to try and factorise this. We're splitting it into groups of 2 or 3 maybe, if that's easier. If you see like a really likely looking monic or non-monic quadratic, that would be nice and easy to factorise. Chances are you won't. We're going to factorise each of these groups separately, and hopefully we'll get a whole thing to take out. This is easier to understand if you see some examples, so let's do some examples. Let's do 11a. Okay. 11a. We've got 12xy, take 9x, take 16y plus 12. I'm going to be really lazy, and I'm just going to factorise it into that group. And my next one is going to be that group. And if this doesn't work, I'm going to go back and try and change up the groups. 12xy, take 9x. What goes into both of those? I should do this in green. 3 does, so I'm going to have 3 out the front. Is there a letter? Yes, x. So we've got 3x out the front. What's left? 12xy, 3x, so we've got 4y left. Negative 9x, 3x, so we've got take 3. Now let's go to our next one. We've got negative 16y plus 12. What goes into both negative 16y and 12? We've got 4. So I'm going to do plus 4. How many positive 4s go into negative 16y? Negative 4y times. How many positive 4s go into 12? Plus 3. Okay, now I'm going to put them together. I can't quite put them together yet though, because we don't have this one and this one being the same. But what's the only difference? The signs in this one are different. This is negative 4y, this is positive. This is positive 3, this is negative 3. You know what? If we took the negative out and made this a negative out the front, that would solve our problem. So I'm going to do that. So we've got our 3x. What even was that? Come on, just hold it together. You've got one more video to get through. Come on, iPad, you can do it. So we've got our 3x, 4y, take 3. Well, it's really not liking life, is it? And I'm going to change this to take 4, which means this will be positive 4y, take 3. Oh, look, we've got 4y, take 3 in both. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. That means I can put that out the front. 4y, take 3. Come on. I'm having some real issues with this. And what's left is what's out the front of each of those. 3x, take 4. Take 4. I can't get over that 3. Come on. That's going to have to do. Okay, that's factorising by grouping. Let's do another example just because we want to, because obviously my iPad and pencil are going to hold out. S squared take t squared plus s take t. Now, that's really confusing, but I'm looking at this and straight away I'm thinking that's a difference of 2 squares. The other bit's not, but that is. So I'm going to rewrite this as I've got my s squared take t squared. Well, that's s take t, s plus t, or the other way around. And then I've still got my plus s take t. I'll highlight, I'll highlight this so you know this s plus t, s take t, s plus t, that just came from that section. Now, this bit is actually looking the same as this bit of that. Yeah? So I'm just going to rewrite this line. The first bit's going to stay the same. I've got my s take t, s plus t, plus, I'm just going to write this second one in brackets. which I can do. Because now I'm recognizing that I've actually got this S take T here and here. And there's a 1 hiding out the front of there. I'm going to write that in. Because now I've got a term appearing in both, and then the S plus T plus 1 are going to be what's left behind. So I'm going to take that S take T out the front. And then what's left behind, I've got my S plus T. You can write it in brackets, you probably don't need to, plus 1. And my next step is literally to not write that in brackets. So why don't I just get rid of those brackets? I wasn't subtracting it or anything. I didn't need those brackets. Look, this whole 4 things just became 2 things, even though one of them had 3 things in it. That's fine. Oh, I like it when they end up like that. Enjoy. That's the last video for this exercise. Well done. It's a bit of a marathon, this exercise. It's worth doing well. I think factorizing, if you get the hang of it, it makes a lot of stuff later, particularly when we come to graph things, a lot easier. So I think we're going to take at least a lesson and a half on these. And then we'll start, algebraic fractions will be easy. Yeah, then we'll start those later. All right, see you soon.